Sorry guys, I'm a little bit late. I don't know how well this live's gonna do. It's in the middle of the day. I haven't done one of these for a very long time. But let's hop on. Let's see how we do. Let's catch up and see where this hour takes us. Um, I suppose, first of all, I should really apologise for not being here. It's been a few months, and if you didn't catch mine and Lindsay's live on Thursday, um, we explained that we'd just had a huge summer where Lindsay was showcasing her bus throughout the UK and a load of stuff that just got in the way. It was just never possible to really get that live session in. So I'm very sorry that I wasn't able to keep up with them. And also extend that apology because on Thursday I said I'd be back on Monday and that didn't happen. Hey Anna, hello chicken. Unfortunately, Lindsay is not here. Saying unfortunately and then Lindsay straight after is apparently way harder for me than I thought. But it's just me, unfortunately. Thank you very much. It's been absolutely mad. I've barely spoke to anyone out of maybe like 4 people. I've barely done anything of, not say my own, but so much has been focused on the bus and a different human design, and then a load of personal crap that I won't bore you with. It just never landed on a time where I could go live or sit down and get back to emails, or it just wasn't possible. But I'm excited to be here, see where it goes. Like I said, it's halfway through the day here in the UK. It's very early in the morning in America. I'm not sure how great this is going to do, but let's talk. Well, how is everyone doing? This is your opportunity to ask me any questions that you like. I am a psychotherapist and I actually really want to try and help people. I want to bridge that gap in care that it just strengthened it this summer when we're talking to people and again getting these exact same feedback again and again and again that their kid is waiting for a diagnosis or is being diagnosed and the information, the support, the services just aren't there. So any kind of efforts I can make to try and bridge that gap, that's my goal. That's our goal. Preppy Princess, great name. Hi. Anna says, you've had a very busy summer. The footage was awesome. The footage is wicked. It's I'm so glad that Lindsay captures so much because I just get stuck in the moment. I'm like, wow, we've seen some cool things and done some cool things. Lindsay driving a HGV might have been one of the funnest things that I've seen. Like just seeing this tiny little girl climb up into this massive truck. It didn't have a trailer on it, but just whizzing it round a field. When else would you get the opportunity to do that? I think that's really cool. Hello, Emily. Why did my voice go weird then? Hello, Emily. That one's for you, Emily. You get Captain Weird voice. But yeah, it was really fun. But as well as that, we've had some negativity. We've had some bad, as life does, as life deals you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. So yeah, I said I'd be here Monday, and I completely overlooked the fact that we had a funeral. A funeral for the lovely Scott, who in just July was running the Tough Mudder with us. And it was really hard losing him. It was unexpected. and just sad. And yesterday, not yesterday, Monday was his funeral, and it's amazing. Lindsay said how much you learn about someone at their funeral. It's like, I didn't know any of this. It's really like, it's kind of sad that it makes families come together, so that things like that have to happen for families to come together. Like there was people meeting at the wake after, um, talking to each other like they hadn't seen each other in ages, and then saying goodbye to each other like they weren't going to see each other for a while. And it just made me like, God, we need to make more time for family, which is rich coming from me, I suppose. Um, but I digress. Hope you had a good summer. It was fantastic, Emily, and thank you. Yeah, may he rest in peace, 100%. Um, I don't think this world was made for him, and it just breaks my heart to think there's people that you couldn't help. I think my first bit of grief was just apologising that we couldn't do more for him. Um, but I guess it's times like these to be thankful for the times that we did have, and for whatever pain someone must be going through, for them to feel like they're better off not here. There's not much you can do about that. When the decision's been made, I know a lot of people say it's selfish. I think I grew up with that notion being thrown around like, oh, it's a selfish way out. And I think that discredits the amount of pain someone must be in to go there in their brain. Don't worry, I lost my sister. Just know things will get better for you soon. I'm so sorry that you lost your sister. God, that must be horrible. How do you deal with that? Was that a while ago? I mean, you're saying things get better, so I'm imagining you've had some time to process and heal. Um, I'm sorry that you lost your sister. It's not cool. Womp womp. That's all right, Emily. Don't worry. To some people, it is womp womp. It's depressing. And if I was to sit here and be like, no, it's not depressing, I'd be very wrong. It can be. So that's why we've got to take the silver linings from things, take lessons. Anna says he had a beautiful soul. I didn't see him much, but he was always so kind. Sorry, the message was Logan grabbing my phone. um, yeah, he was a good dude. He was a good dude. Very beautiful eyes. You are beautiful. Thank you very much, Dave. You just wearing a t-shirt? Yeah, I've got that the COVID meeting fit going on, where these are very much my pajama bottoms underneath, full face of makeup, and my True Vibes cloak top. Shout out True Vibes. Check them out if you're into alternative emo type wear, which you girl always will be, not a phase. Uh, it was a month ago. Hope you had a good week and things get better for you. I'm so sorry, Emily. Wow, that really wasn't long at all. I can't imagine how difficult that must be for you and your family. So, sending all the love to you and your family. Oh, sexy legs beautiful. I don't think that's. You can't tell through pajama bottoms, but thank you. The message is held for review. Shall we see? View message. It's just a load of sideways smileys. You can have them. Another moderator just handled this. I did not know I had moderators. Who's my moderators, guys? Let yourself be known. Reveal yourselves. You'd love a date with me, beautiful. Many men would. That's the curse of being me, I suppose. But I suggest finding someone that isn't through a mobile screen, because I want us all to be happy, and finding the people that want us and love us back. I keep seeing these said hi things. What are they? Love your energy. Love from Korea. Emily, you're from Korea. No way. That's insane. Kat's not here right now, but she is a huge lover of Korean culture. I don't think she's watched an English speaking film for the past few years. Like, all of her cinema that she watches is purely Korean. I don't know how the girl doesn't speak Korean by now, but I've learned a lot about your culture through her. So if you have anything else you'd like to share about what life's like in Korea, I'm assuming South Korea, right? I feel like North Korea would be a little difficult to be getting online. Not only are you beautiful on the outside, you're beautiful on the inside. Oh, thank you, Anna. What you guys do is amazing. The fact that people are watching from all over the world, it's really cool. It's a little bit like, like, okay. But no, it's really fun. It reminds us why we do it. Looking so very happy. Ah, the masking is strong with this one. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm good. I'll get there. I'll be happy. I'm happy in this moment. I'm happy that we're all here. Seoul, Korea. Seoul? Seoul? Am I pronouncing that wrong? Seoul pronunciation. Say it to me then.
Seoul.
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 Seoul. Is that correct? I've been saying that wrong since the Olympics. I'm very sorry. I think the Seoul Olympics were my favourite Olympics. I remember them as a kid, watching them in the morning before going to school, being like, what is this? It's a little late here, so I'll be leaving soon, but when I do, hope you have a good time, have a good sleep. Thank you for joining us, Emily, all the way from Korea. I hope you have wonderful dreams. And thank you for my pronunciation correction. Yeah, good night, my love. What shall we talk about other than how beautiful I am? As much as I could probably harp on that all day, make myself feel good. It's not about me. It's about you. Hey, from Manchester, not Korea. It's a little closer. Pop will eat itself 75. Why do I love that song, that username? Pop will eat itself 75. I need to know more about that. But also, straight back, hi from Leicestershire, specifically Loughborough. Obviously, when someone's talking from Korea, there's not much point saying Loughborough. That's going to mean nothing to them. But you should try the kimchi here. It's amazing. So kimchi is... Oh my god, was it you, Anna, that brought the kimchi? I'm pretty sure Anna, who's in the chat right now, brought cat kimchi, and she was obsessed with it. It's the name of a band. Is it your band? I'm not gonna lie. I spelt that wrong then as poo will eat itself, and I'm very sorry. That's just offensive. Okay, not your band. Or is it? The West Midlands. Members from Birmingham. Shout out. Coventry in the Black Country. Initially known as a Grebo act. Okay. I will be checking these out. Alternative indie. I was getting that vibe from the name of it. Pop will eat itself. Um, it's a little anti-establishment. I like it. Um, but you did say something that wasn't about. Oh, it was just hi from Manchester. Hello back. Um, the best thing about Korea is that we get to see our favorite K-pop idols. Again, another aspect that Kat would be dying over. Um, why? What is it about K-pop? I watched a documentary that was about a bunch of girls that were going for this group position, but it was like military school. It was like the hardest training, and they were so critical of like their looks, how they moved, how they like interacted with each other, and these girls were like working hard. Um, but is that for show? Is that actually how K-pop bands are formed? I have no idea. Cat's Eye. It was Cat's Eye. Yes. So did they make it into like being an actual group? Based in LA, right? That's where they were able to film it. A Pop Will Eat Itself, band from Birmingham, late 80s. I love that another person, Reflection, is joining in, educating us about the music of Pop Will Eat Itself. Um, if you ever watched a TV program called Car SOS, the mechanic was the drummer of PW. Okay, Car SOS. Fuzz Townsend. You know, in my head, I'm looking at him, thinking about him, like it's the guy with the hat, right? Is that him? British TV drummer. British drummer, TV presenter, and National Graphics Channel. I'm learning things today. This is awesome. I had no idea that guy was in a band. However, of course he was. Look at him. It'll make sense now. Oh, what a dude. I always kind of fancied that dude. He's kind of cute. Just a happy guy. Okay, I'm checking this band out as soon as this finishes. For anyone that is not on the other side of the world about to go to bed, later on around 4 o'clock, 4:30, I'll be going live again, but from the double-decker bus, the travelling library that we've been showcasing all summer. If you haven't seen the bus yet, get on that live or watch it back later. It's the first open day that people can actually come to us to come and donate books, take a book. For anyone that doesn't know, Bus Different is a community space. It's a converted double-decker bus that Lindzi, my business partner, lives in. And I stay in as much as I can because it's like a genie's lamp inside. But downstairs is also a library. So I don't know what it's like in other countries, but in the UK, we used to have book buses that went from school to schools that didn't have their own libraries. They're quite small schools in the UK, in little villages. So this book bus would go around different schools within a county, and you'd go on with a few of your schoolmates, pick a book, take it, and then the next week you come and swap it again. Obviously, we don't have that repertoire that people know exactly where we're going to be until now. So now you can come and take a book, and instead of keeping it, which we've just been saying, like keep it, you can actually come back and swap it. Or if you already have books that you want to get rid of, that you've got some shelf space that you want to make, by all means, donate your books to us. I know a lot of charity shops at the minute are sending them away, declining them because there are just so many. We don't care. We want them. We want all the books, all the literature, and there's a huge selection of kids' books, like teen reads. There's crime, fantasy, like you love rom com things. Absolutely loads. And some factual books, which are kind of cool. So yeah, if you would like to come down yourself, then please check out our website www.adifferenthumandesign.co.uk and go to Bus Different tab. You'll see where we're going to be. And if you want to just see it on the live, if you're a little bit far away, maybe you're in Korea, then around 4:30, I'll say, I'll go live again and you can see the bus. I'll literally walk around the entire thing and be like, how cool is this? So yeah, anyway, back to today's schedule. Let's read what's been happening. That's where I was at. Cat's Eye is a real K-pop group. I love that. Sometimes I have no idea, right? I don't know if I'm just watching a show that was made for Netflix and there's not really anything going on. But that's awesome to know. I've seen Megan from Cat's Eye, and she did tell me it's hard to be a K-pop idol. Yeah, it looks difficult. Still like a date, like your tattoo, thank you. It's 8 p.m. where you are, bless you. That is my bedtime. Defcon 1 was their biggest song. Okay. Writing it down. Defcon 1. Let's go. That's my driving list. Driving playlist for when I drive to the bus later. Anna says coolest bus ever. It really is. So actually our first event on the bus was Anna's birthday. We through Anna Fest, which was very cool. It was a good start to see how the space could be used, and just nice to start off with friends. I have a couple that I'll bring with me tomorrow. That's awesome, Anna. Thank you. Sounds a bit like the Travellers mobile schools they had in the 80s and 90s. That is literally it. But instead of like an ambulance size bus, this is your big double decker. I can't get across how awesome it is. It's just, you have to see it for yourself. Not only is it just an awesome double decker bus, but Lindzi, if you've not been to this channel before, is a tiny little triumphant machine, and not much stops her. If anything, telling her she can't do something makes her do it more. And she's learned to drive this huge double decker bus. Being in the bus with her as she's navigating like petrol stations, roads that are just thin enough for you, going downhill, my hat goes off to her. And you can tell people are impressed when they come to these events. We've been to festivals over the summer. Women and men do two different things, not including non-binaries right now. You have your own reactions to the bus. I won't include them. But for men and women, they act exactly the same. Not as each other, but if each gender acts the same as each other. So women will look in and go, oh, look at the interior, and then they'll pop their head back out, look to find Lindzi, because she's normally stood outside the bus. She'll go, this is amazing. And it's just the same reaction every time. It's quite funny. Men don't go look in the bus first. They will take a few steps back, look at Lindzi and go, do you drive this? And she'll go, yeah. He's like this height. Dreadlocks. Wow, I'd love this. Yeah, this would be great. And it's hilarious how men do that and women do that. You've got to come and see it. I will literally cry if you don't. No, I won't. Factual books equals non-fiction. You're so right. You definitely are right. We have both fact and fiction. Or fiction and non-fiction. However you like to view those. I only have Heartstopper books. Heartstopper books. Is that a particular type of book, or is that a genre? Ooh, okay, what's this? Heartstopper is an ongoing LGBTQ plus young adult graphic novel and webcomic series written and illustrated by British author Alice Oldman. I didn't know about this. The covers look beautiful. I'm sorry I can't show you. I'm literally on my computer right now. I can give it a go, but I don't know how well that's going to come up. Ah, stunning. Really pretty. And love the content. It sounds really cool. I'll give a look at them and see if we can get them for the bus. If Cat doesn't rob them all. Had a live DJ as well, was awesome. Yes, shout out to Rush. Rush the DJ on Instagram, incredible DJ. Okay, hi, do you remember me? Sorry, I'm just getting through to everyone's messages. Yes, I do remember you. Remind me, you're the Turkish guy, right? I'm sorry if I've got that wrong. I live in an old 32-foot 1979 Bedford library bus. Hold on. Googling this. 32-foot 1979 Bedford library bus. Is this a bus from Bedford? It's built on a Bedford J2 chassis. I'm going to assume that's what you mean. Wow. Am I looking at the right thing? That's a single decker. Are you in a single decker? There's so many ones coming up, but they all generally have the same look and the same shape. But they look really retro. Do you really live in this bus? And how do we meet? The buses need to make friends. How's life? Life is life inspired by insomnia. Life is lifing for sure. Waiting for it to stop lifing as much as it has been. It doesn't seem to be slowing down, so life be lifing. It's a movie too. It's good. Oh, fantastic. I'm sorry if I've already missed you, Emily, but good night. Thank you for joining. A Bedford TK library bus. Da-do. There's one here that sells food. Am I looking at the right one? I'm just going to show you and you can tell me if that's the right bus. Where are we looking? This one. Sorry, the camera's all flipped backwards. Trying to navigate that was a little ridiculous. Where have you been? Is everything okay in your life? Yes, don't worry. Most aspects of my life are fine. It's just been a very busy summer. How are you? The makers of Bedford. They're single, but they are high. I mean, that looks like quite a high bus. Live in Brighton. That is literally on our list next summer. I need you to email me. Or put in the chat, do you have like social media or anything? Because we've been meeting up with buses this year. We went to a restaurant. Anna was there as well. That converted a double-decker bus into a restaurant. We've gone and seen quite a few different big builds. There's 6 in a bus, which is a family of 6 that live in their bus. They invited us to van life, where Lindzi won an award. Mine is the more square-shaped black and white photo one. Oh, wow. Do you mean like this? That's a nice size. I see what you mean by it's a single decker, but it's high. That's really cool. And you live in that full time. I thought when you weren't streaming something went wrong. It's good to see you well. Oh, bless you. No, absolutely nothing's gone wrong. Yeah, I promise you. It's just not been feasible this summer. What we need in this world is a better internet connection. I realise this. I pay for unlimited data, and half of this country, but 100% of where we do festivals, gets no signal whatsoever. And it'd be fine if I could travel and go live at the same time, which I see people do. I think it requires a streaming backpack, which is not cheap. But ain't that always the way? No, I don't really do any of that social media B word, and I not like being classed as a fan life. Why do you that's interesting. Why do you dissociate the label so much? Has it been taken over by people that you don't like to associate with? Is it just you did it before everyone did it? I think it's funny because I have that feeling myself about a lot of things. Like, I do this thing, do not class me as one of them. That's really funny. Lived on the road since 1984. It's just a different way of life, right? I imagine you've got your water and your electrics and everything. It's all plumbed in. I'll show you later if you're still here or can catch it later on demand. The water situation. She has no. I think the first part of having this bush, she wanted to work out what she would use it for and how she would use it. There's no point plumbing in a shower when it's not necessarily needed if she's going to places that have facilities. There's not necessarily a need for her to have a plumbed in toilet, so she's got a compost toilet. That works for her. She's got a bath that she took outside and filled. But other than that, the water is very much what she brings on and then takes off herself. And like a lot of the things that are on her bus, well, everything she takes on and off herself. There's no waste disposal, there's no bin men, there's no flushing it down a sink and going into a like, it's just, it makes you really conscious of everything you consume and do. I have a Wi-Fi dongle, unlimited, £17 per month with Vodafone. It's never let me down. What? What is this sorcery? And how is Vodafone doing that? I'm getting all the recommendations and all the advice on here. I will look into Vodafone. But yeah, a lot of people said to Lindzi when she was doing this, setting it up, that you're ridiculous. Why would you live in a double-decker bus? Why would you sell your house? Like, you're on the property ladder. Do you know what I mean? Why would you do that? Not understanding that she shared a house with her brother. Her brother was moving out to live with his now wife and children, and she didn't have enough left over to necessarily put in a deposit for anywhere else, to look for anywhere of her own. And I think it just hit her like, I've wanted to do this for a long time. I'm just going to do it. Um, it's not for the faint-hearted. She's learned everything herself though, and that's very impressive. We're all about challenging gender norms on this channel, and even there was a moment where we were at a festival that was a little more highbrow than the other ones that we do, and one lady almost gave Lindzi a bit of a side eye. Lindzi had threads on, full festival get up, all glitter and different hanging bits of material, like a really bright, and it's a festival outfit. And I think the lady that gave her the side eye may have been a little bit judgy, as if to say like, ooh, not realising the bus you're about to go into and be like, wow, is hers. And I love the fact that she doesn't get upset by that. She saw it as a moment of like, huh, that's a lesson for you. But I think she's only really had that, I would say, that once, which is good. Online, however, bless her. If you haven't seen the Facebook, A Different Human Design or Bus Different on Facebook, I think there's around 70,000 followers over there now. But a lot of the build and a lot of the process of doing this bus was posted on there. And bless her, she's got people telling her, you're not doing that right, oh, you should wear a mask, you should do this, you should, that's not how you do it. Then you've got a load of other people that are like, how do you pay for that? Have you got OnlyFans? Does daddy pay for it? Are you on benefits? And she's like, I've got a job. Sold my house. Like, why is it that much of a... I suppose it shows other people's jealousy, right? That's how that comes out. I know for me that if I see something online that I don't like, I'm not in the comments like, I've got to tell them how much I don't like this. Like, you've got to be in a really crappy personal place to be starting to send that sort of message out there. Most phone companies do the mobile dongle, and I actually got a 3 one. I'm with 3, and it was great for a while, and then it works just as well as my phone. Not that great. She's happy, people are quick to judge, and that's the thing. She is happier than she's ever been. What did you notice for you when you moved to your bus? Was there any things that you weren't expecting to enjoy? That you... I mean, what's stopping you go back to a house? Is this it now? Is this the life for you? It's usually people's own fears, etc. They like to pour on others, 100%. I could spend a good 24 hours telling you why I'm not like van lifers. They not like us. I get it, dude. They not like us. They not like us. I get it. I mean, being at some of these van lifer events, there is a hierarchy. I've realised this. The VW campers, they are a funny group, and they will have everything that is VW branded. Absolutely everything. And don't get me wrong, some of the setups look really impressive, but you just know that cost above and beyond any other. And it just, you can see them all parking up together. It's very sweet. It's cool. I don't know. I get what you mean. There's certain people that now call themselves goth that I'm like, really? Really? Because you bullied me at school for being like that. So, okay. But so yeah, that's what I'm saying. I understand the like, don't associate me with those people. But for some reason with van life, it makes me laugh. It makes me chuckle. And maybe it's because I don't have a van myself. I'm not in that life. I'm a pure observer from the outside. Um, but yeah, I definitely understand people ruining the vibe of the things that you enjoy. Um, yeah, there was one that we went to that was a little different. It was more just a community village setup, the Great Vale Show. And it seemed to be a lot of people that were just from out in the sticks, um, very much young farmers kind of thing, but also their dads, grandpas, they're all in the same farm family. And they all brought their like tractors, trucks that I've never seen before. There was two American trucks which were beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. Um, Also two newer HGVs. My mind was blown getting into it. I never knew that you could stand in a HGV and put your arms up like that and still have so much space. I mean, I'm 5'3.5", so of course it's a bit more doable for me. But I had no idea how big these vehicles are inside. That there's a whole bed behind you. It just blows my mind. Easy for me, really. My background is from Irish traveller community. When I first lived on New Age traveller sites, I was judged, called a pikey, etc. by so-called hippies. I don't understand that. Respect the traveller community, by the way. Um, for a hippie to judge someone on what exactly? I mean, that's crazy, and I'm sorry that you experienced that. Um, yeah, I really hate the way that our country in particular treats any minority, let's be honest, but travellers really get the raw deal, and it's really annoying to me that people don't seem to grasp where else are you going to go? If you get rid of the places that were there for them to go to, where are they going to go? They can't just disappear. How big the Irish travelling community is. Then you've got the Roma travellers. Like, there's so many different traveller communities, and they're not changing for anyone. Why would we want them to change? We'd be horrified if people were making us change our culture, our heritage. I mean, look at what's happening. I don't need to say any more than that because the girl can moan about politics for too long. The YouTube van lifers that get my goat. Oh, I'm sorry, we're probably them. Ah, I'm sorry. I get it. People do it for the YouTube and they're like, oh, I'm making my third van now, and it's like, tell me you're getting money through paid subscription without telling me you're getting money through paid subscription. It's unfair. I completely get it. There's also a level of like unrealistic expectations as well, because I watch these videos and it will be like one guy in a time lapse and they edit out the nighttime, they edit out the space in between that you didn't do, and it looks like he's done it in 5 days. If you don't fully clock that the sun is kind of going up and down, up and down, up and down around 30 times, it's very deceiving. But also this like they discovered van life, this idea of living a lot more connected with the open space, not being tied down to one spot. They'll go travel into like some woods, have a coffee, looking out, and it's like, now I found peace. And it's like, you've discovered it, and We came from there. You didn't find a new thing. We did that before. By all means, share how much that improves your mental health. But does it solve everything? There's only so much I can solve driving into the middle of the wilderness, looking out, drinking a cup of coffee or a hot chocolate, and posting it on the internet and being like, my life's great now. Um, if that does work, though, if people and it does make them feel happy all the time, by all means, let me know and I'll jump on it. One guy spent 13,000 on his solar setup and then complained it didn't work that well in the UK. What a pillock. It's do you know what? Lindsay's got solar panels and they've been fantastic. She's also got the battery, but to rely purely on solar in this country, you're going to have a bit of a problem. I think from this point until March, April next year, those solar panels aren't going to be that great for Lindsay's bus. You'll get the odd day. But yeah, go figure. Should have spent the 13,000 travelling to a warmer country. It's 13,000 on solar installation. Like, is that a normal price for a van? Or is this like a bigger? It just, wow. You know what the combat to this is, though, don't you? Making your own YouTube channel, and you just react to what other people are doing. Someone being like, "This is 3 easy ways to do that," and you go, "Ignore that. Don't waste your time with that video. This is how you do it." And I watched that. Just saying. Just saying. Keep trying to put my hair up. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is, but it's happening. And it keeps falling out, but I keep putting it back in. All I have is a 200-watt solar panels, and they've been great. Yeah, in terms of wattage, voltage, installation, fine details, I have no idea. I know it's a Volvo bus. I know that... No, that's it. I don't know the chassis. That's all I know. Depends on how many batteries you have, etc. Some batteries cost up to £1,000. Whew. That's expensive. It makes me laugh because to think that it's completely cheaper to live in. I mean, granted, a double-decker bus is probably very different in fuel to a Sprinter van, but for people to think that it's so much cheaper and that you must be, like I said, living off daddy benefits, really not true. I think she's done around £1,000 in petrol this summer. We haven't been to that many places. That's a lot. And that's just driving to the places. So the plan next year, I think, is anyone that wants us. This was the year of saying yes to everything and just going. Next year, we'll have to pick and choose and ask for a deposit, ask for some contribution towards petrol. We'll see how it goes, but it's an exchange for a free library at your event, which I think is pretty cool. Not just an event, not just a library, sorry. We've got the chairs and tables outside, the picnic blankets. It's a really Instagrammable background, so if you want to do a little photo shoot with your friends at a festival, it's a really cool space for that. Yeah, just come and get inspired. You know, some things just inspire you in life. The amount of people I've seen walk off that bus like, I want a bus now. I don't blame them. How old is the bus? Petrol, surely. It is diesel. Yes, ignore me. And don't leave me to fill it up either, because I will put petrol in it. Just my go-to word. Gasoline. But yeah, diesel. Yeah, it's interesting. Maybe one day. I was gonna say I'd have a job because I drive automatic. I know. Um, but Lindsay's bus is automatic, so it's not the gears at that point that I'm worried about. Do you know what I mean? It's the size of the thing. It's the fact it's just one rigid shape the entire length, going round a corner, going past the corner to go round it. Just, I don't know how she does it. There's been some moments this summer where I'm like, are you sure you want to keep driving this? But I like my job. My job is just sitting there, and then when stuff starts to like fall off the sides or whatever, I just run and pick it up. Figure out a way to make sure that doesn't happen again. People always ask, how do the books stay on the shelf? Literally, the least of our worries. They're the only thing that stay on the shelves. Figure that out. Science, baby. It's just physics. Most buses are automatic. Are they really? That sounded a little condescending. It's condescending. I didn't mean it to. I'm genuinely interested. What about coaches? I keep seeing coaches. But also, you know the trucks, the vans, I don't know what kind of vehicle it is, that takes people from hospitals, schools, and you can put like wheelchairs on them, wheelchair access taxis. They're like big community ambulances. I don't know what they're called, but I feel like that's big enough for me. But I don't know if that's too big that I'd need to retake my license. I want to figure out what is the biggest I can go on my license without spending more than, I'd say 50 quid, but that's really unrealistic. That's just what I've got. Yeah, no more than like a couple of thousand. It can be empty. I can figure that out after. But look at it logically. You're downstairs in the driving seat, so you don't notice the weight, etc. You take corners, etc. A bit wider. That's what the chevrons are for. The chevrons on the floor. Hello? Did I misunderstand that? Chevrons are road signs and markings used to guide drivers through sharp bends and indicate deviations of... What? Where? I've seen the like keep space between two chevrons, but I can't think of a chevron when it comes to... 3.5 tons if you passed your test after 1997. I did. This is very interesting. Okay. 3.5 ton van for sale. I hate AI mode. I'm not one of these people that's like, oh, AA is gonna not AA, AI is gonna ruin the. It may well do if it's in the wrong hands, but I think it could be really cool if we integrate it in a way that doesn't take people's lives from them. But why doesn't it work? That's why I'm not worried about losing my job anytime soon, because it doesn't work yet. On the road markings, etc. I'll have to have a look. I feel like clearly I'm driving around with my eyes closed, which is not good. Let's have a look. What can I say? National, make any, let's search. Now, I need to make sure that I'm looking at automatic vehicles, because I've done this before where I get so far in and I'm like, what? I found the perfect one. Manual. I don't want that. Oh! The only reason I don't want to is because they all seem to have a lot of mileage on them. But actually, a little Sprinter ambulance, I feel like that could be kind of a cute size. I kind of like them. All I want, right, is a bed and a bit of like side. Whether that's a dressing table, a kitchen side, both. I feel like that could be quite fun. I feel like it could be quite fun. Shame I'm skint. So, if you want to help my dream of buying a van, please don't forget to like and subscribe and watch all of the episodes as many times as you can and make sure we get the views. Otherwise, this scrounging piece of shit is going to stop asking you for handouts. I've got to actually get some proper clothes on. And I will be back at 4:30 with a tour of the double-decker bus. The Travelling Library double-decker bus. If you haven't seen the bus different yet, please come back to the channel at 4:30. 3.5 hours from now, wherever you are in the world, I will see you there. For the new people that have joined today, thank you so much for chatting. Please come back. Thank you for everything you've taught me. I now have a new band to listen to, and I'm really thankful for that. So yeah, thanks guys. It's been great catching up with you again. I will be back later on. Take care guys. Bye.